Rise, Sagittarius. Some sage and some rose petals to cleanse the space. Three chimes to bring in positive energy. This is a general reading for the sign of Sagittarius. If you have Sagittarius anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Sagittarius. What would you like Sagittarius to know or to be aware of for or during this reading? Welcome to the channel, Sagittarius. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Greta. I am an intuitive reader. I do use the tarot and the planetary placements, the sun, the moon, and the energy, but mostly my readings are based on intuitiveness. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, if this is your first time tuning in, the layout of this reading, when we are looking at that top row, when we are looking at that first row, we will be looking at your public life, your professional life, and the energy that is surrounding you there. The second row is your private life, your home life, your personal life, and the energy that is surrounding you there. The third row, the final row, is final thoughts, final messages, final takeaway. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Sagittarius. And we have the Five of Cups, a pivotal point, a turning point. It's time to turn. It's time to change directions. The 5 in numerology represents motion, adventure, expansion, travel, and maybe even a little bit of unpredictability. And that is forced by or pushed by the Two of Cups, which is partnerships, which is working relationships. It could be a close family member, a close friend, a husband, a wife, a potential partner, a business partner, a co-worker, but it's a deeply connected relationship. And there's a deeply connected relationship or a working relationship that perhaps is being a little bit unpredictable at this time. And because we're not certain, we're taking a pause. Because we're not certain, we're taking a pause. And let's see how that plays into the rest of your reading this week, Sagittarius. We start off with the fresh starts, the new beginnings. I even like to call this my get out of jail free card. If we look closer at this pair, this couple, they have left the confines of the castle walls and they're going into the great unknown. They're starting a new adventure. The 10 of Cups, which is the beginning of emotional fulfillment, the beginning of emotional fulfillments. And so 10 represents endings, beginnings, and action. And it also can represent actions from God, movement from source, movement from action being driven by the universe, action being driven by source, the positive energy from source. The Page of Swords, new fresh, maybe a little bit inexperienced, and looking for reassurance, looking to make sure that we're not in this alone. The High Priestess, the sky's the limit. There is no limit to what you will be able to achieve. You, Sagittarius, have invested time and you've invested effort into learning a skill, into learning a trade. And this month, not only during this reading, not only during this week, but this month, you will begin to see why. The results of your training, the results of your hard work are really going to start to pay off. And they're really going to flow in very rapidly. They're going to come to you very rapidly. You won't, and you might not even be able to keep up with the amount of change, the amount of speed that things are being changed, that opportunities are being brought into you. If you've had travel plans, you may want to put them off until after August. If you've had plans to travel, you may want to put those travel plans off until after August. Was that in the week before last reading? Maybe the reading in the beginning of May. You might want to check some of your previous readings if you have not already checked those readings. But we talked about a new person coming in, a new person for you to train, a new person to help lessen the workload. So I don't know if there's going to be some training that you're going to need to finish, some training that you're going to need to help someone catch up to speed, to help you take care of the workload. But opportunities are flowing in. Opportunities are coming into you, just like milk and honey. Sweet, sweet success is coming in. And you are going to need help. You are going to need the aid of others in order to help you take advantage of all of the opportunity, all of the work that is coming in for you, Sagittarius. That is followed by the Emperor card. The Emperor card. How a king of the castle, a ruler of the roost. Two of Pentacles, balance, partnership, choice. There's a choice here. There's a choice here that may have you feeling like you're stuck between a rock and a hard space. You can plan. You can work this out. Work through the pros. Work through the cons. Prepare to reach an agreement. When I see swords in a reading, many times my first indication is words, and the energy of words and the use of words. Swords in tarot generally deal with intellect, heart, and mind, and the results and how to see the results that our words and our intellect can bring in. And that's why when we look closer at the Seven of Swords, we can see someone that is someone that had put into a place, or someone that has put a plan into place, and someone that has taken action on a plan. And the action is cause for success. And why I say time to take action, time to move forward, is that we have the Knight of Swords. And many times when I see the Knight of Swords, I often think or say that only fools rush in. We can see that this knight is young. He lacks experience, and we see the stormy, the cloudy weather, but there, sword drawn, ready to take action. And look at the speed of his steed, ready to take action, really following the fire, really following the passion. And Sagittarius, you are a fire sign, and you like to move fast, and you like to follow your passions. Yet, you're slow to commit. There's a fear of committing, a fear of committing to other people, a fear of committing to partnerships. And there's hesitance because we feel if we commit to another person, or if we commit to a situation, that it will keep us from following our passions, or it may even slow us down. Yet there is something different about this person, or something different about this situation that has come into your life. The something different is that it has you wanting to commit, or seriously thinking about committing, and planning and making arrangements on how to commit. You already have weighed out the pros and the cons. You've already weighed out the pros and the cons. And it's time to take action on this commitment of either committing or not committing. But Source, Spirit, is letting you know that the time for the pause, the time for the contemplation is over, and it's time to take action on the decision that you've reached by evaluating the pros and the cons. The time is right. That is followed by the Queen of Wands. Intuition, inner wisdom, knowing, being at peace and mastering, becoming one with our inner being and finding that peace. The Seven of Pentacles, looking back at what we have accomplished, looking back and maybe even pondering, has it all been worth it? The World card. The world brings in the gift. The universe bringing in a gift. The universe is wanting you to bring in a gift. But there's something that you're not seeing, something you're not aware of. Looking back, there's something, looking back. What are you looking at, Sagittarius? What are you evaluating? You have been in deep thought, and you have been contemplating, and perhaps there's still a little bit of doubt there. Not wanting to trust your intuition, not wanting to follow your heart. Why are we not wanting to follow our heart, Sagittarius? There is a lightheartedness and a humor that you possess that is infectious. And it infects those that surround you. Those that surround you find joy and laughter and even positivity in your light. It's okay to take time to recharge your light with prayer and meditation. And during that prayer and meditation, you may also just find the solution to what you are considering, what you are pondering. Trust your instinct. Now is the time for action. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Sagittarius. Thank you, Sagittarius. You have a blessed week.